I think there's something you should know about me. I just happen to...
Outstanding. Let's go bowling. Wow!
Hey Aussie gamers and honorary Aussie gamers from around the world. Welcome to episode 91. Today is Thursday, the 20th of August 2015, and you're listening to the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that believes that water cooling is for cars and not PCs. I am your host Luke One, and joining me this week is special guest Thorncliffe. Hello!
Hello, I'm back again.
Welcome back. Just kidding. He's not a special guest. He's just special.
That's what the bus said.
Also joining us this week is our other great friend, Red. How are you?
Fantastic, unlike Wexy's computer.
But hot under the collar. Nah, it's all cool now. He fixed it. He's got some... I just don't think that water has any place in my PC case.
Nah.
No.
No, it makes no sense.
I'm sure like it's obviously the most efficient being water and all that, it'll cool it down, but my fans are doing a good job. But anyway, before we start, here's this week's show in preview. First up, we'll have Game Talk, and after that we'll go into some news. And this week's news items are the following. Dead Island 2 maybe has a developer. Then we've got Rainbow Six Siege, it's been delayed. Rockstar editor. There's an ugly PS4 coming onto the market, and there's some new game modes for the Uncharted series that's coming out soon. After that, What's That Sound? Then Not So Frequently Asked Questions, and this week it's Red's favourite topic.
Call of Duty again.
Xbox! And then after that, Red's going to do a bit of a shout as per usual, and then we'll bring the show home for another week. First up, Game Talk. Sean, you've been absent. Tell us about what you've been playing.
I've been playing quite a bit, actually. I've booted the Xbox One up again, playing the Rare Replay. That was quite good fun. Just got a bit nostalgic and went back and played a lot of the old arcade games and all that kind of stuff. And just realised how lucky we are. Because those games are brutally hard, and you die, you go back to the start. And did a couple of the old 64 games, did some Conker's Bad Fur Day, a bit of Perfect Dark. And yeah, that's where I've gone with the Rare Replay. Great collection.
It is a good collection. There's heaps of games.
I was speaking to one of the guys at the local EB, and he said that it has been selling like hotcakes. Like everybody's really excited to get in and play it, which is a good thing, you know. Like how
much is it in the shop?
Nostalgia back. I'm not 100% sure actually.
I think it's about 40 bucks in disc. That's fucking cheap for 30 games.
Yeah, we touched on it last week. EB's website had it for $49.95.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, and things like Battletoads and
I haven't touched that yet.
And all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't touched Battletoads yet because I know that takes a real refreshed, unstressed person. That's generally not me at the best of times.
Book it in for 2022 or something.
Yeah.
There's so much going on all the time.
Yeah, when they legalise marijuana.
Yeah.
Did you play the Toads game?
Yeah, man.
Bad graphic.
Oh, speaking of marijuana, totally off topic, but I saw the funniest skit the other day by Glenn Robbins. You know him?
Yes.
The Aussie comedian. You see the video? I think I posted it on the Facebook where Glenn Robbins is a police officer and he's pulling over cars and he goes up to one window and says, "Oh, g'day, ma'am. We're just testing people for hashish and marijuana. But just before we get started, would you like a chip?" And he pulls up a bag of chips and she goes, "Oh, bloody oath, can I have the whole pack?" She goes,
"Bugger.
She's wasted. Get her out of here."
Get her out of here.
Sorry, way off topic, but we're just talking about marijuana. Keep going, Sean.
Next one was playing Neverwinter. So
Oh, yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter, which is on the Xbox One, free to play, no subscription, and it's an MMORPG, and it is very much like World of Warcraft, and I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying the
I
playthrough.
downloaded that. I didn't actually know what it was. I thought it was a demo. I didn't realise it was a free-to-play game.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and that's the thing is it's because we've got the setup that we've got. It was just on my Xbox, so it had already downloaded. So
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'll give that a go. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So,
That's convenient.
yeah, it was. It's really good. It's like quest based and all that kind of stuff. I don't even really think there's an end to the game as many of them like with the MMOs. But yeah, it's really good, really enjoyable. Been playing Smite as well. So it's the third person, if you will, League of Legends or Dota, running lanes and all that kind of stuff. So, you know what, it's a bit more fun than the traditional MOBA because you're actually controlling a lot more movement with your character and stuff. But in the end, it is just another MOBA.
Yeah.
So,
That was always
Yeah.
your gripe, wasn't it, Luke, with LOL and whatnot, is just clicking to do stuff instead of actually
Yeah,
physically punching something in on the controller.
That means I do enjoy those games a little bit more because you're actually controlling your little minion and guy or whatever rather than just, point, click, attack. I'd rather actually be able to control left, right, up and down. This is better.
Is that free to play as well?
It is, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
it's actually just come out fully this week.
It's gay.
Yes,
Got him!
it's just been fully released this week.
Oh,
And his Aussie servers too.
released over the same sex's face. That's what happened. Keep going, Sean.
Submerged.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been playing that. Nico's got a good review up about that on the Facebook page. Took about 2 hours to complete. It's I'm trying to put it in a way that could be understood of what it'd be like.
English is very
Yes,
well understood in
English.
this country.
That might be good. You're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, which is looks like a mixture of a whole heap of modern-day cities. So you've got a bridge, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. You've got what looks like a Brooklyn Bridge, and what looks like specific statues from around the world.
Is there a Sydney Harbour Bridge in there?
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
yeah. It's right down the bottom, I think. Yeah.
Detective.
Yeah, because I went around having a look for everything.
Oh, I'm a
And,
detective
yeah, it's
in
filled with water,
my
so-
spare time when I'm Batman, so I'm not very good when I'm relaxing.
It's it's you're going and finding different things to help your little brother who's got a stomach wound, and some weird stuff keeps happening in it. Overall, I thought it was a quite a decent game, not very long, which is good because it was starting to get a little bit boring with the same little fetch mission you go on every time, but you know what, it's good enough.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. What else
Aussie
have you been playing?
developers as well.
What else have you been playing, man?
The Lara Croft Temple of Osiris, Sound Shapes, the two PS Plus games. We'll go through these three here, which I think are the big three that we've all been playing. So the Gauntlet Slayer Edition.
Gauntlet!
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool was that?
Gauntlet is a
Absolutely amazing.
sick game, man.
A mix kind of between Diablo and Magicka, I would say, especially with using the mage classes and that there. You can change your spells up a bit.
But you know what? I feel a bit bad saying that
Yeah.
because I think
It is kind of its own.
but I think that Diablo and Magicka are a bit like Gauntlet. Gauntlet came first.
Yeah.
Gauntlet was the original. What do you mean technically, Red?
Well, back in 1985, you weren't pressing fire, water. You probably had an A and a B button and a D-pad.
No, but it did some dungeon crawler before those two.
Yeah, absolutely. But one thing I did want to say real quickly, you had a gripe about, not a gripe, you had a bit of a sook, Sean, that you get right near the end and you die and you go back.
Yeah.
You were just saying about that, about the rare replay.
Yeah.
And I reckon that's really cool because Gauntlet is an 80s game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was the one thing that annoyed me because Luke and I were playing it the other night, and it was the same bit that we get from getting up to and dying to start back at the start again. And then I thought, oh, you know what, I'll play it on my own and see if it's a little bit easier. No, it's not.
You know what? I found out a trick to stop you from having to start over at the beginning again.
Don't die.
Yeah, don't
Play-
die.
Yeah,
play with
it's
red.
usually the best. Yeah.
Because things will pop up out of the ground. They go, oh, what's this do? And he kills you one hit. And I'm like, fuck, there goes your continue token right at the start of the level.
But yeah, how good is it how the different like characters, the classes you can pick have all got different control schemes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I reckon that's really cool because as you're saying, like with the Magicka, the wizard in the game has it's a simple down. It's not as fleshed out as the Magicka scheme where you got to do your spells, but similar thing where you got to punch in the different buttons to make different spells is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you've got like the typical dual stick shooter controls for the elf and brawler stuff for
The tanks, yeah.
the tank characters like Valkyrie and
Thor.
the other one is Thor. Yeah, that's it. So I think, and it's a beautiful game too.
Yeah, it is very nice.
But Red, you did the review on that, and I think you hit the nail on the head though. The story
The
is,
one word? Oh, yeah. What story?
Yeah, the story is there is no story, but
Which
you know
is-
what?
It's a dungeon crawler's generic story, and you're not really worried about that when you're going to take on hordes of shit, you know?
But in saying that, I probably can't explain to you what the story was for Diablo either.
Okay, yeah.
An old bloke got killed, and then we killed Diablo at the end, the devil. I don't really know what happens in the middle of Diablo. It's probably because I probably didn't care because it's just such a fun game to play. It didn't even need to be a story.
Yeah.
Nah.
But yeah, I loved it. Gauntlet is a sick game. Really good. And
The one word I
Relatively
did...
cheap as well, I think. Was
Very.
it $24 or something?
Yep.
I don't
Absolutely.
know. Cool. Yeah, but I don't have really a bad word to say about it. I thought it was fantastic.
The one word I used to describe it was simple.
Yeah.
No, it was simply fun and it was simply beautiful. They didn't try and do too much. The story was simple. Your learning curve, like, because often with dungeon crawlers, and we're talking about Diablo and stuff like this at the moment, there's big skill trees that you got to try and work out. Right, I got to take that one with that one and that to reduce cooldown. Look, you had 4 things sometimes to pick from. Like, okay, well, I'll take that shield and that sword, and it does this with circle, and fuck, away you go. You know, you're not sitting there trying to customize your character nitty gritty just to try and pull out
You get a
an extra
certain
thing.
gear lot that will... You get a full outfit with all the different stuff that gives you a certain extra little perk or something like that. Yeah.
You
Remember-
punch in, jump in.
Remember what I said at the end when we finished it, Red? How, like, because there was a bit of a difficulty spike for the
Went
last
something
level.
like this. Oh, thank fuck!
Oh, well, it was really hard. But
It
what?
was.
But the hardness, although frustrating, it was a good difficulty because it wasn't impossible, but
And it
it
didn't-
meant that we had to play it over and over a couple of times and get better every time.
Yep.
It really tested us, and we played that through on normal.
Yeah.
And I think the whole game was brilliant. You know, I reckon I'd give it a 9.9.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, because I had that good a time playing it with you, Weeksy, for the majority of it. We finished it.
Yeah.
It was... I really can't fault it. The only thing that it misses at point 1, I think, is just because it has a bit of a lame story, like we said. That's probably it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. If you love Diablo, if you're a massive Diablo fan, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy Gauntlet.
Yeah, well, it had the odd references from Tolkien and Diablo and stuff like that as well. So it was
Yeah.
very genre orientated.
Heaps of replayability, like I said, with all the different characters that aren't the same thing, just with different attacks. They're completely different, which is cool.
And as you say, yeah, and there's one piece of DLC at the moment, and that's another character called Lilith, the Necromancer.
Yeah.
And that's $7.55, and some people might think that that's quite expensive. But as you just said, there's so much to do with each different character that you're probably getting $7 worth out of it if you get an extra character. You know what I mean?
Isn't Lilith the Necromancer from Borderlands?
Yep. Necromancer-ish, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, what else? We move on from that, I guess.
Yeah, everybody's gone to Rapture. Yes.
Yeah, you get the point.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about that.
Go ahead and talk about that. I've played it for 45 minutes and got nowhere, didn't do anything, and kind of went, I think I need to play this when I'm not really tired, because at the moment I just don't see any point and I don't see anything decent about it. It was very nice. It was very pretty. It looked good, but
Good
I
music.
really don't know what's going on.
Oh,
I
don't-
actually
I
stood
don't either.
there when the game started. I stood there looking out over like the valley and that, and I thought it was a load screen.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I must have stood there for like 3 or 4 minutes before I touched the controller and went, oh shit, I'm in the game.
Yep.
Yeah. It's very pretty. It's very nice. I need to sit down and put more time and effort into it. But you guys have. And what are your thoughts on completion, Red? Did you complete?
I spent, in a matter of speaking, right, I'll explain that. I played for about 6 hours, and four and a bit of those were straight, and I was pulling teeth by the end of it. But that's just me. That's not the game. Totally, that's my personality as well. Spoiler alert! I can't spoil it because I really still I don't have a firm grasp of what was really going on. Like it seemed like there was some form of biblical style virus or something like this, but it's never quite alluded to. It's never quite confirmed. Though, Luke, as you said, you've seen the tissues with the blood coughed up in them, and there's influenza pamphlets everywhere, and then there's dead birds, but then there's still insects flying around. And one cool thing I did like is there was one of those little bloody memories that I partook in and explained why the insects weren't dead. I'm like, finally, a part of the game makes sense. It just happens to be the smallest fucking pixel on my screen that makes sense, but it does.
You know what it is? This game is just the whole season of Lost.
Yeah, 1-7, 1-5, 1-4.
The only thing is, we don't have Evangeline Lilly to stare at.
Oh yeah, nice.
She's fucking hot, mind you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The thing was, I could sometimes I thought I heard my footsteps. I still don't know if I was a person, if I was one of those orbs, those entities. I couldn't really hear footsteps. I never left any tracks. The only time I ever realised I was some form of presence is when I touched the water. I created a ripple. So, there's bits and pieces in there. So I played it to near completion, and then I sat back and I watched a streamer do probably about the last hour and a half. And considering the game takes one button, your 2 sticks, and a bit of motion sensitivity or whatever they were, 6 axes for old school, if you will. I never really lost anything by watching the rest as opposed to playing it. Look, it's probably, as I said in to quote the review, it's probably a genre-defining bloody title. Because I struggle to call it a game. It's not a game. The only thing that was a game I felt like was me. The game was fucking playing me. It's like, got him.
Well said.
But it's interesting with these kind of games that are coming out, though. It's like, as you said, like just the wandering around games. Like, Ethan
Yeah.
Carter and...
There's another 2 on the horizon as well.
Oh,
I've seen. I can't actually remember the names of them, but I think it's going to be a thing, if you know what I mean. A genre all to itself, where it's more of an experience as opposed to.
was it Dear Esther?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was made by the same people, actually. Look,
Oh, okay.
but you know what? The one thing that would improve a game like this for me, I think a game like this needs to be linear.
Yes.
Because the parts of the story that are broken up are too, like,
Few and far in between.
well, they're vague because they need it to be so it makes sense in whatever order that you listen it to all the dialogue.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was linear, they could be more specific and in order and make sense. It just because it didn't grab me because I didn't know what was going on.
Well, when you work your way out, like up to the top of the farm piece, and I'm talking probably about 4 hours in, when it's starting to get a little bit tedious, when you want to like it or you want to understand, and then that orb flashes around you and then takes off, and you follow it, and then you're at a T intersection. All right, well, I live in Australia, I always stick to the left, so you go left. And then you do the full fucking loop back and you're at the top of the hill again. You go, okay, this time I'll go right and not waste half an hour. You actually have that half hour with nothing in it except for a slow-paced stroll.
That
Yeah,
was
but-
one thing that frustrated me as well, was the movement speed.
Yeah, it was slow. But you know, the last time that like bright gold orb took off on me at light speed,
Yeah.
I went the other direction by pressing the PlayStation button and going back to
Button
my
off.
dashboard.
Fuck you!
You
Tell
can
me what
fucking
to do.
go wherever you want, arsehole. I'm not following.
I do what I want.
I'll catch you in H1Z1 or something.
Yeah, so it was definitely an experience, one I don't regret personally. I've experienced it now, and I now can make a more educated decision as to whether I want to partake in another title like that, another game like that, if you will. But the thing that saved it for me was it was stunning. The further you look, the better it looked. I found some of the rendering in the foreground and some of the plants were all 2D. You know, it was basically no work put into them. But then you look into the distance, and even the houses are so. Oh, it was just so beautiful, so nice. Everything had its place. You didn't walk into this unit and then the next one and everything was in the same spot, the same furniture, the same colour. You know what I mean? Everything had its own little individual personality to it. And the music, that was sick. The soundtrack, if you will. I really enjoyed that. The throat singing and the choirs and the hymns.
Right.
Mm.
That'll do on that one, I think. Sean, did you have anything else?
Yeah, just a Black Ops 3 beta.
Yes, I played that
So-
today.
Yeah, after letting it download overnight and being horribly slow. Got into it today, and Red and I did, was it 1 or 2 games in there?
Yeah, we had a couple of matches, yeah.
You know what, I'm going to leave this more up to you guys because I've only just gotten into the multiplayer. But, you know what, it's just Call of Duty to me, isn't it?
Ooh.
I didn't
Yeah,
really
well,
see much that's different except you can run along the walls, which I did in Titanfall.
Can you hear that alarm? I can hear that alarm going off. That's the noob alert.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, because you don't have a big control subject, if you know what I mean. You don't have a big thing to compare it to other than probably your last 3 to 4 months of Clan Wars.
Red.
What?
Sean,
Yes.
I fucking love it. I think
Yeah,
it's really good, man.
wicked. Wicked, so do
Yeah.
I.
The lag in the games that I played is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
But you know, Red, I think you made a comment on the Facebook page. Look, this is why we're beta testing it. It's going to be a bit, you know, shit house. But I've never played a Call of Duty game in the past that was this bad. So obviously the final product will be okay.
Yep.
But yeah, the lag was garbage. But the game, looking past the lag, the game plays beautifully.
How good is it?
I felt like an absolute legend, running, boosting, wall running, jumping off, boosting, and landing and getting killed. But that's the bizarre point.
I thought you were going to say, and then turn on a motherfucker.
No, that doesn't happen. But no,
One thing good about this as well is that with the whole, like the exos and that we're using in Advanced Warfare, it is constant, like movement and jumping and double boosting and boosting to the side while you're in the air and all this kind of stuff. This one here is more of a jetpack, so
yeah, I like it better because it's not like an instant like jet spray.
No, you're holding
more of
you're holding down the key for a longer boost or a higher boost, and
yeah. But this is a game where one of those what are they called? Those cheat pads that I call them. What are they?
Oh, modded controllers.
Yeah, those modded controllers will have a big play here because when you're boosting, you have to hold your thumb onto the X button.
Yeah.
So you can't aim.
Yeah.
But if you've got one of those scuff controllers, if you're jumping with a paddle, your thumb's still there aiming. That's going to be a big thing for this game.
Almost an advantage, if you will.
So anybody listening that wants to buy me a scuff controller and send it to PO Box 130, Cranebrook, mate, by all means, go ahead. 2749.
Yeah, make it too.
Just in case we do an adversarial, just make it one.
Oh, wow. It doesn't... the maps that we have been given, the three of them, there's a small, medium, and a large, I feel. We had a comment on the page today, it feels quick. Well, it's only relevant to map size is why it feels quick. You don't run quite as fast in your AW. You can't jump and dash forward. You can't strafe with your EXO and everything like that. And trust me, I'm level 21 on it already, and I'm still looking to EXO around corners, strafing left and right. Fuck, it does me in. Mm-hmm. And
that's I actually prefer the strafing and the slower movements. It's easier to check your corners and stuff when I play. But you're used to playing so much with the EXO. It's...
I think we got the best of both worlds.
It's got swimming now. There's water in the maps.
Yes.
How fast does it swim?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
I like the whole setup of it at the moment.
Oh, there's another map that you're going to love, Sean. And did you play on the building one?
That I kept on falling down.
You fall down the middle like in Advanced Warfare.
Yes, I did.
Mistakes were made.
Every time I did it, I thought to myself, I've just done a Sean.
Yeah, straight down.
Your name's now a verb, dude. Just did a Thorncliffe.
Yes.
Sounds like a euphemism for a poo.
That's a bread.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I used the bow and arrow chick.
Yeah, me too.
What are they called? The watches thingy or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, but when you get a certain amount of points, you level up your little circle thing. This is the technical terms. The little circle thing in the bottom right hand corner, and when it gets to the full, you can press R1 and L1 and get like your special ability. And for the character I was using, she pulls out like a bow and arrow that has like explosive tips.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that. Because kind of like a perk without really being a perk. It's like one of those...
I was using her other perk.
Oh, where it brings up everybody's positions or something. Oh, yeah.
The
Which
radar
doesn't really help me anyway because I can never shoot them.
Yeah. No, it's going quite well. There's still a day left.
Yeah, probably tomorrow night, I think.
Yeah, probably. So I'll have a good go of it tonight.
I thought it was going for a week.
I heard 3 days.
It goes across to Xbox and PC for 3 or 4 days also, so we'll go for a week. You probably heard that off Ross because he's got, I got mine on the PS4 and then I got it on the Xbox One and I jog on. I've been playing for 24 hours. You still got a gig to go. Love you, Ross. I know you'll be listening.
Yeah, and I was getting positive KDs in it too, so I was doing all right. So I don't know, maybe it's kiddie hour or something when I was playing.
No, I think the fact that it slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably shocked a few players, and they're probably not as ace as they are in Advanced Warfare because they're not used to it. Maybe.
because you can get yourself into shit in AW and then get yourself right out of it with a couple of real technical bloody exo boosts and then re-engage. Here it's, you got to check your corners. You got to check your walls now. But
wall running is so good.
How fluent does it feel?
Yeah, it's good.
But it's not a gimme either. You jump on the wall, it hits a 90-degree angle. You've got to boost a little bit to maintain momentum, or straight down in the drink. You're dead. So it's risk reward. It's not a gimme. It's not like, all right, I hit that wall, I'm definitely going to make that ledge over there, because you'll notice as you wall run, you hit a peak and then you start going down.
Yeah, but I would really like, and I hope I get some lag-free games out of it.
I lagged until about 11 o'clock last night and then got some good games. And another tip is join in with Nick, because he's running that cable shit. He finds stronger games for some reason than I can.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had, probably 2 or 3 dozen lag-free games, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fucking fun.
All right. Nice. Anything else to say about Blops 3?
No.
Bring on
that's
the
about
next release.
All right. Red, do you want to...
Really now excited for next week's show.
What's next?
I've been playing something else, but we're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, that'll be Until Dawn.
Yes.
What? What are you laughing at?
Just the way that Sean tried to pussyfoot around it. You went, Until Dawn.
Yes.
Well, we're allowed to talk about the fact that we're not allowed to talk about it, surely.
Yes.
Because not allowed to talk about it is not the killer.
No,
that's right.
Or is it? But yeah, just for everyone listening, we're playing Until Dawn at the moment, and it's not released.
And you're not.
Red, you're an arsehole. Tell us about what games you've been playing, except for Until Dawn, because it's embargoed.
Yeah. Battlefield Hardline for probably about 5 or 6 hours online. I'm enjoying that again. I ticked over 800 games on Rocket League. Invested another couple of hours into Kung Fury. Everyone should get across and check out the little video. I even played it today just to record a quick video to put up there so people knew what I was talking about.
Is there a video up about it?
Yeah, I just recorded a quick video today just to put something up on the page. I've reached level 20 on Payday 2. I've got a great tip for all those out there. Go in, create your own game, wait for 2 level 100s to join, and then pick the hardest jobs. I went up 17 levels and got $1 million in 15 minutes. I'm set. I'm fucking ready to go.
Fucking sounds like Diablo again.
Really enjoyed it. Everybody's gone to Rapture. I'm going through my XMB because it's all in order of what I played. Dark Souls, I died another 100 times, fair to say. I'm just enjoying every now and again when it's a little bit more quiet because you've been working and you two have been working, so I haven't been really in many active chat parties, so been playing a few more serious games. So Dark Souls come back out for the same reasons. I have reinstalled and updated Elder Scrolls Online. I'm going to start a character on the North American server, so that's warning to everyone out there that would like to play with some age crew. I reckon it wouldn't take much convincing to get you back on board, Luke.
No, absolutely.
Gauntlet we've done, and Left 4 Dead 2.
Yes.
How fun was that?
That was good. Now, I finally finished that first little mission-y thing. We've got to move on to the next one.
Yeah. And there was and really, in all honesty, you can take your hat off. You you threw it together really quickly from probably about an hour's worth of game. You put together a good 8-minute video on there, and that was piss funny. So you should go to the Aussie Gamers Facebook page, scroll down through and find that and have a good old laugh.
Not Nico.
No, not Nico's.
Who's better than the real Nick? Good on you, Zach.
Yeah. And H1Z1, that was on special this week, so we've all got a copy of that now. I played for about half hour, and then I had total blackout. Apparently, the laptop doesn't like being 80 degrees and have the ability to fry an egg.
Mine worked. I love that game. That's really good.
How much do I love my computer? I kept coming back in.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Deal with it, you stupid thing. Why don't you get like an ice pack? Wrap it in an ice pack.
I don't know. I'll just tip a cup of water on it to be as effective as Weeksie's.
Or just yeah, that's it. Well, why don't you get one of those like stable tables that have got a fan in it? You know, like for a.
They don't work.
Dude. Nah, it doesn't do. Way ahead. I already done one.
Oh, don't they?
I put a
Shit.
Guitar Hero drumstick under each end to give it some breathing.
Oh, I would know. I've got good computers.
So yeah, short and sharp. That's me. Yeah, looking forward to next week's show. Also, for the reasons upon which we can't talk, Voldemort.
Is Voldemort the killer?
Oh, probably.
Oh no, we've spoilt it. We're in trouble. We've broken the embargo.
She'll be right.
Wait, Voldemort's from Harry Potter, right?
Oh, how'd you know that?
Oh,
No,
some big fucking fat hairy guy told me once.
rant.
Hagrid. You're welcome. All right, yeah. I think we've pretty much covered all of the games I played. Let me just read through here. Gauntlet, Left 4 Dead 2, Black Ops 3 Beta, H1Z1, Until Dawn. Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
What the fuck were you doing on CSGO?
I played CSGO.
Oh, wow.
I've renamed it.
To CS can't.
No. CSGO, fuck yourself.
I was about to say you're converted. You're starting to prefer Doodle.
No, I liked it. It was actually pretty cool. I didn't do very good because I couldn't remember how to do anything. And I played it for a couple of games and they go for a very long time.
You're playing competitive, were you?
I have no idea.
30 rounds?
I don't know. It was a very long time.
Yeah.
And my back starts to ache because I'm not sitting right in my chair and my fingers starts to hurt pressing the mouse button and my fingers pressing the QWERTY shit. I'm just not made for computer gaming.
Not an intense style like that.
No. But anyway, I killed some people.
Oh, nice. That's more than what 90% of the population can say because that game's fucked.
Yeah. And I unlocked some weapons.
Did you have to pay for it?
No. I got some cards.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Like Steam cards. So
Yep.
I've got about 38 cents worth that I could probably sell.
Camo and cards, yeah, me too.
Yeah. But anyway, that was
How
good.
about Reprimere pulling out a $400 knife?
Yeah. I can't believe that something digital that doesn't exist could be so expensive.
No, right.
$400. But anyway, here's what it is.
Well, it's going straight in my basket.
Yeah, that's about all my games covered. Now, just quickly before we go into the news, I just want to remind everyone the Turtle Beach Elite 800 gaming headset is still up for grabs on the Aussie Gamers Express website. Go across to our Facebook page, search for Aussie Gamers Express. That's Aussie AUSSIE. And have a look at the pin post, which is the post that is at the very top and it's stuck no matter what is posted. That will stay at the top until the end of the competition. Follow the instructions on how to enter and you'll be in the running to win yourself a $420 Turtle Beach headset. That's tops.
And you're in with better than a 1 in 100 chance.
Well, yeah. Well, that's
More like 1 in 80.
because we're a very close-knit community. There's not a billion people entering like you would, like, say, on the Sony website. If they're giving away, 20 consoles, you've got, like, a bee's dick or a red's dick chance in fucking winning.
Which they are at the moment, heads up, and I've already entered.
Oh, they are giving away stuff, are they?
A massive bundle, yeah. It's like the third runner-up prize is 50 PS4s. Like, fuck yeah.
Nice. I don't think, the winner gets 50 of them?
No, the winner gets like a racing seat, 4 controllers, a PlayStation TV, PSP, or Vita, every bloody game, steering wheel, the work. You get everything, basically, that Sony have released. And then there's second place gold, second place silver, second place bronze, and then third place this, that, and the very last one, like third place bronze, there's 50 winners and they get a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, right. That's nice of them.
With Uncharted, so
we'll give away some consoles soon. I can feel it. I can feel it in my fingers and I can feel it in my toes. consoles all around us and everywhere we go.
Yeah. Well, I got a PS1
And your
with
rhyming blows.
Oh, zing! Shots fired. Now on the news.
Before we go into the news, I've got one more thing to say. There's just another reminder. I gave you guys a sneak peek at this little bit of information last week. Also, we have 6 copies of Cube that will be given away in September.
Yes.
That's all I'm telling you. You'll work out how to win them in September. So you can go to sleep now, and we'll wake you up when September comes.
Oh, fucking hell. That was better than the last one.
You can all eat a dick. Let's go into the news.
First up in the news.
Oh, fine. You fucking do it then. Go.
The much anticipated tactical shooter game Rainbow Six Siege from Ubisoft was due out second week in October, and it has been delayed till December. September. Oh, roll out. December 1 on all platforms. They just say they need to fix a few things and they're not happy, and there's a big thing here in Blue Writing. Ubisoft is no stranger to delays, because Watch Dogs was delayed by 6 months, which we do not want to think about. Assassin's Creed Unity by a still insufficient 2 weeks, and now Tom Clancy's The Division by nearly 2 years. So it's either Ubisoft or Ubislow.
Right. Ubisoft, I be hard. They're just trying to get the characters to stop falling out of the earth and their eyeballs to poking out of their head, probably.
Make sure they've got faces.
Ezio's making an appearance. You fall through, when you fall through, you glitch through the building, you fall into an abyss and land on a big pile of dead assassins in the ground.
I reckon if you lay a 12-gauge shots to someone's face, they should just go, Toasty! And put Ezio's glitch face up there.
Toasty? What's that got to do with it?
I don't know. That's a, oh my god moment.
You know what? This is the power of advertising. I now feel like toast. Sean, that was a mad stoner laugh.
So yes,
So
bottom
delayed.
line is delayed till December 1. Not too
Yeah.
far.
Nah, that's all right. As long as it's
Plenty
not
of-
broken,
anyway.
I'll be happy.
Yep.
All right. Well, fuck, we're out of order. Sean, you go.
Harmonix has revealed another track for Rock Band 4.
Oh, Rock Band, eh?
Yes,
got?
and it's very interesting. Panama by Van Halen. Panama.
No, I was expecting money.
So it's very interesting.
Hello, what did you say, Red? You cut out.
I thought I was waiting for Sean to announce Money by Pink Floyd, considering it's like $3,000 to set up a rock band.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they're expensive.
Right.
Gotcha.
And so first Van Halen song that will appear in a rock band.
Yes.
Because if you know that they had like You Really Got Me on Guitar Hero 2, I think it was, and then they released Guitar Hero Van Halen back in 2009. So yeah, we've got. They said that it won't be the only track, and they'll have a heap of their songs on the store post-launch DLC. So.
Right. Cool. Not really into that.
Well,
Not Rock Band, anyway. I'm not familiar with Rock Band. I was always a Guitar Hero dude.
I was as well, but I think they get the Rock Band music so far has been better.
Yeah.
Got a stronger track list, you're correct.
Well, we'll see how we go. All right.
Yeah.
And I can use my old guitars on it.
What old guitars? Oh, Rock Band ones.
Yeah, all my Guitar Hero guitars I can use on the PS4 for Rock Band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did they allow that?
Because it's the same 5-button setup. It was the same on the previous gen.
Yeah, but, never mind. I don't even care about the answer to my question, so I'm not going to ask it. All right, next in news. Dead Island 2 may have a new developer.
All you have to do is ask.
Come on, Techland.
Yeah, Timon Smektala.
Yep.
Smektala said that the studio misses the series, talking about Techland, and would seriously consider another opportunity to work on it. And this is what Timon Smektala said. I personally would love to go back to Dead Island because I really love that game. Me too. I don't know if there's a developer yet attached to Dead Island 2 at all. And he thinks that there is enough room in the world for Dead Island and Dying Light to coexist. What do you guys think?
Oh, of course, yeah.
You think there's enough room? I think that they are different enough that it would work, because if you want a real serious zombie sort of approach, that's your Dying Light.
Yeah.
Whereas Dead Island has the approach where it just gets stupid and out of control. Like you had the weapons that you could use in Dying Light. You could, customize them and all that. That was only a real small part of what you could do in the Dead Island games. They were massive what they could do. And like all the different combinations and how ridiculous they got. It was, I want Dead Island 2 and I really want Techland to make it, because whereas in the I can't even remember who was it that
Deep Silver.
was it Deep Silver? Yeah,
Silver. Oh, Jaeger was.
Jaeger was making Dead Island 2. Did they make the first ones? I have no idea. I can't remember. But the previous ones were good, but they had a lot of flaws. If Techland come on board and put the shine on it that they put on Dead Island, I think we're going to have a mad, awesome leader in the zombie game franchise area. Like Techland will own it. They'll be the two games. If you want a zombie game, it'll either be Dead Island or Dying Light or both. I think other games trying to break into that genre will struggle. So I'll be really happy with that. More from Timon Smektala. He says, as I said, I love Dead Island and I think there is place for both franchises to strive in the market. As long as someone would be able to find something that would make them different, that would draw a clear line. Okay, here's Dead Island and here's Dying Light. And I think that's doable. Then why not? But Dying Light, I think a big difference, a big line, is the silliness of Dead Island and the seriousness of Dying Light with that awesome patented parkour system, which is absolutely brilliant. So I think they will be a point of difference with the games, and I think they'll do very well. They'll both get my money. I will 100% get both of them. I just really hope that it's Techland that takes on Dead Island.
I'll interject.
We played the alpha, or pre-alpha, if you will, of Dead Island 2 last year at the Expo. And you know what? That had potential straight off the bat.
Yeah, it wasn't
bad.
bad.
I kind of went, you know what? This could be something really good. But it did have like a more vibrant look.
Oh, well, yeah, it was very... It had like a filtered look on it for vibrancy, didn't it?
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was nice. It was quite good.
Yeah.
So anyway, that may be the case. I don't know. That's just him talking. So him saying what he wants. It's not necessarily what's going to happen. So anyway, Red.
Just quickly, it was Techland that developed Dead Island 1.
Awesome.
Red. That's me.
It is you.
In the upcoming Nathan Drake collection, or the remake of the Uncharted, if you will, there'll be 3 new game modes. Now, I'll quickly run through them for you. So we've got Explorer mode is aimed at beginners and story-owned players and reduces combat difficulty significantly.
Sorry.
Oh, I got a hazy. It's his first show back. Speedrun mode is also added, so it's exactly the same as the regular game, but it adds a timer that tracks your progress as you play.
Oh, nice.
And then finally, there's red mode. So if you beat the game on crushing difficulty, you will then unlock an even harder difficulty called brutal.
Fuck off. Crushing was brutal.
I don't know. I've not played it on crashing.
I played Uncharted 2 and finished it on hard and lost my mind. And that's where when I finally got the gold trophy for finishing it on hard, I went, right, fuck you, I'm not even going to try crushing.
Oh.
No way.
And also something that needs mentioning, the Nathan Drake collection comes out October 7, as we know, and will also include an invite to the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which
So-
I haven't pre-ordered from EB Games.
Oh, you lie.
I didn't.
You fucking liar.
not-
What, JB Hi-Fi?
No, not JB Hi-Fi either. Didn't happen.
You lie. Bring the
John,
Yes.
what's your next news item?
Rockstar editor.
More about the same game.
The Rockstar
Did you
editor
just-
is...
Would you just look at one thing this week?
What do you mean?
It was Rock Band, now Rockstar.
Oh, what's...
Rockstar.
I'm an idiot. Keep going.
Yeah. Cut that bit out.
What's Rockstar? What? I'm confused now.
Rockstar editor for GTA 5
Oh, the
coming to
company.
the PS4 and Xbox One in the next update. So, you know, the big selling point for the PC version of GTA
Yeah.
5, we could make the movies and stuff. Yep, this is coming to the PS4 and Xbox One.
If you wait for 12 months, we'll give you Rockstar editor.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
told me.
that's
After race.
awesome. When you told me that at the head of the show that was one of your news items, I didn't actually think Rockstar as in... I don't know what I was thinking. I still don't know. What a spastic moment for me. But anyway, that's really cool.
So, yeah, this is an exciting...
Have you seen some of those videos?
Yeah.
They're quite
the
good.
The
It's,
Terminator one and the Fast and the Furious one.
I'm going to make one.
The King of the Hill, the opening sequence of King of the
Yeah.
Hill. They made that with the GTA editor. It's fucking awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be cool to play with. Nice.
Well, it'll probably bring people back, you know. I reinstalled it, updated it, played it, put it back down. You know, I deleted it to make room for Until Dawn.
Shh, Voldemort. Hagrid, you're going to spoil shit.
So yeah, it'd definitely bring people back, and that's what they need, because yeah, they keep adding the DLC like the ill-gotten gains and the American bloody 4th of July ones and with the skyrockets and everything like that. But at the end of the day, that's really nothing. Then the heists hit. The heists are now shit, if you will. Then flogged. It's like beating a dead horse. You've done it once, you've done it 100 times. You know. So it'd be a good thing, in my opinion. I'm very happy for the editor to come across.
Nice. All right. Cool. My next news is me, isn't it now?
Yep.
I'm lost and confused. I don't know. There's a new PlayStation 4 Special Edition going to hit the market soon,
Yeah, boy.
and it looks fucking terrible. The Star Wars Battlefront Special Edition PS4. It looks like somebody punched a pie.
It's got one good thing going for it, though.
What's that?
Other than the fact it comes with Star Wars, it's 1 terabyte.
Well, yeah, it's 1 terabyte, but so's mine.
I would have much rather have a skin that was furry and have a Chewbacca one.
Oh, yeah, the bloody thing will overheat.
Uh,
It'll sound like a jet engine because it'll be too hot. But anyway,
when
the
the
little...
world gives you a Jeffrey, stroke the furry console.
I know. The limited edition Star Wars Battlefront PS4 will include a 1 terabyte limited edition PS4 and a DualShock 4 wireless controller inspired by Darth Vader. How is that controller inspired by Darth Vader? It's got a
black.
pink. It's got a pink circle. My controller's black.
Rainbow.
It's
Shit.
got a pink circle button. It's got a red and blue R buttons. I guess they're like lightsaber colours. And
Yep.
the touchpad has Star Wars on it.
Oh, and the speaker constantly goes... And when your battery's running out, the force is not strong with this one.
Yeah, well anyway, the fully customized PS4 features an image of Darth Vader as well as a repeated Star Wars logo across the top of the system, same as the touchpad. The Darth Vader Edition DualShock 4 is inspired by Darth Vader's chest panel and features the repeated Star Wars logo on the touchpad and is fucking ugly.
There's no price yet, is there?
I think it's the same price. It's like $549. Like, I think it's just normal retail.
If that's the case, my son's getting one.
Oh, I mean, look, if you don't have one and you like Star Wars and ugly controllers, yeah, go for it. Why not?
Because my son's getting a little bit spoiled at Christmas. He's going to go without a bit of a birthday present because they come close to each other, and he's getting a PS4 for his Christmas present.
I bet your missus wishes that you and her were the same as his birthday and Christmas.
Yeah, I know. Tell me, right? But that means, you know what I'm getting for Christmas? Star Wars Battlefront. I just said to him the other day, I said, just a little off topic, I said, you know, I'm picking the bundle for your birthday and your Christmas present. He goes, yeah, it'll come with a couple of games. I'm like, they're going to be games for me. I said, I've got 30 games there that you play on my PlayStation all the time. I said, you can have some of those. Oh, okay, yeah, Dad, no worries.
Yeah.
Got him.
Good old kids. Yeah, look, I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I think it's ugly. I saw a thing on the internet, probably on Reddit or whatever, where they compared the old Xbox 360 R2-D2 version.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
That was cool.
that was good. That was well executed. With, you know, the console looked like R2-D2, and when you press the button to eject, it did the whole squeaky sound that R2 did. The controller that it came with was gold, shiny gold, like C-3PO, stuff like that. This, I wouldn't imagine. I would be impressed if they changed the ding so it didn't sound like my microwave and sounded more like, you know, a sound effect or something from the game. That'd be pretty cool. But that probably won't happen.
But
When you turned your controller on, it made like a noise like a lightsaber.
Oh, Sean, that would sell it. That would sell a controller for me.
Yeah.
Player 1 and 2 is red and blue.
Yeah, out of the controller speaker if it went.
Yeah.
Oh,
I take it all back. Surely you'd just be able to buy a DualShock, wouldn't you?
well, yeah, but I don't know how they do that, because surely it would have to have some sort of programming in the controller. I don't know. Because the console's technically not on when you press the button. It's turning on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes it sound like my microwave. Like, you know, when you press the buttons to
turn it on.
screen. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like that. Or it sounds like my air conditioner too.
That's it, isn't it?
I've said all our news.
Yeah, mate.
I just want to just go back to a news item that we had a while ago and just give a little bit of an update.
Okay.
Yeah, so Gearbox, Interceptor and 3D Realms were having a big argument and lawsuit over Duke Nukem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so apparently that's been settled. And Gearbox have claimed ownership of the Duke Nukem franchise.
Right. So if they've already made 2, does that mean they're never making another one ever again?
Let's hope.
Well, you know, no, never mind. Okay,
Well, the rights to intellectual property these days are worth more than anything that really ever comes out, really, when you think about it now, so...
But do you get what I'm looking at there?
Yeah, absolutely. I understand what you mean.
What do you think I mean?
Well, they've made 2 games. No, I don't know what you mean.
No.
I thought I figured out what you meant in the moment.
Well, they're the ones that made, like, Portal and shit, isn't it?
Gearbox.
Don't they?
Valve.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, Gearbox was
Borderlands? No.
Gearbox Software.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
He was right.
Yeah, Borderlands. Thought so.
Gearbox.
Colonial Marines.
Have I said another stupid
Battleborn.
thing that I have to edit out of the podcast?
Homeworld.
Yeah, I have.
Unless you're thinking of Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life. I am thinking of that. Did they make that?
Valve.
Yeah.
Valve.
Gearbox.
Is it?
Gearbox. Huh?
Who made...
Developers,
Oh,
Valve
they did.
Corporation, Gearbox, yeah.
Oh, so I'm right.
Yeah, man.
Half-Life.
Woohoo! That means I don't have to delete this part of the show.
They made the original Halo.
Gearbox.
Tony Hawk's 3.
What?
Yeah,
Couple
Resident
of
Evil 2,
7.
Counter-Strike.
Colonial Marines.
Oh, yeah, I was right.
Yeah, man.
Question me again, guys, and you sucked.
Still trying to find Portal there, though.
Yeah, Portal's probably not right.
Guardian.
Red,
Yeah, you're fine.
they're nice, mate. They're nice. I'll send you back to fucking Hogwarts, little shit, to learn some respect. All right, what's that sound?
It's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody, look what's going down.
All right, last week, Sean, what was the sound last week? Did you get it?
I didn't get that far in the show.
Oh! So you're not on the show and you lose interest. Is that what happens?
No, it's just I didn't get that far on there because my trip to and from work is a lot shorter now, so I don't have time to listen to the show.
Hey, Red, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Excuses.
Just, yeah, push your ear up to the mic, to your headphone a bit. Just push it into your ear
Yeah,
and you can hear a whole fuckload of excuses. That's right.
yeah.
Well, just so happens that I've got it here for you to listen to. See if you can get it. This is last week's sound. I don't want to set the world on
Yeah. It's Fallout.
Got it in one.
I was about to say you did listen to last week's show. But
No, I didn't listen to last week's
but
show.
if you did, we bleep out the answer.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't. Fuck it up. I've done that in the past. Yeah, well, that's correct. It is. It's from Fallout. Which one?
Great.
All right, this week's sound. Fallout 3 is correct. Nobody else got it. Nobody else got it. What are you doing, listeners?
3 games.
Yeah, oh, go on begging. All right, this week's What's That Sound might not be so easy. Have a listen. Ooh. That's it.
I'm guessing it's one of 30 games.
One of what?
One of the 30 games of Rare Replay.
Oh, I see where you're headed with your thoughts.
Commander King.
Oh, Commander Keen. Good guess, but it is incorrect. You chose poorly.
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
No. Put me out of my misery. When the fuck did you get a doorway?
I'm not asleep. Battletoads, you say? Is that what your answer
Yeah.
was?
That's my final answer.
Your final answer? Are you going to lock it in?
Lock it in, Eddie.
You sure you don't want me to lend you a friend to call?
Yeah.
Go on, phone a friend.
Fuck Luke one. I'll call Andy.
Who's Andy?
That's right.
Luke One.
The Sean used to work with. Oh, my name's not Luke one. It's Andy.
Oh, right. Gotcha. All right, sorry, we'll get back to it. Battletoads is incorrect.
What is? Oh,
Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah, one more time.
That's it. That's it. That's the sound. That's the sound for this week. If anybody listening to the podcast thinks they know what the sound is and you're better than Red and better than Thorncliffe, I want you to write that as a message saying, hey, Luke One, Almighty Luke 1. Sean and Red are hopeless. This week's What's That Sound is from...
Oh, wow. Duh.
Yeah! That's right. And if you are correct, or even just slightly close, I might give you a free game. Free games are always good because they cost about that. That's it for What's That Sound. What's next? Because I've lost me screen.
Frequently asked questions.
Frequently asked questions.
Not so frequently.
Not so frequently.
Not
asked
so
questions.
frequently asked questions. Red, you got it right this week. You muffed that.
The question one. Yep.
Frequently asked questions. All right, let's get into not so frequently asked questions. As I said at the start of the show, this week's Not So FAQ is on Xbox. So we're going to cover the life of the Xbox series, so good old Microsoft. And starting at number 1, which is a good place to start, the original Xbox lost $4 billion in the first 4 years. Sounds like good business, doesn't it? But not so bad an idea. This is what they did. The Xbox cost $425 to make and was being sold for only $299.
Oh, wow. Make the money on the games.
Yeah, that's the idea. That happens a fair bit, where they only make a tiny bit on the console because they're only going to sell one of them to people, generally, and they'll sell numerous games. So that's generally what happened. But they lost $4 billion a year. Wow. Moving on to the next one, number 2, the Red Ring of Death, or commonly known as RROD, affected. How many consoles do you think, percentage-wise?
You've told us before. This is a test. 47%.
Sean?
27.
27. You guys have got faith. It was 54% of all consoles red-ringed.
Fuck.
Even though technically it wasn't a red ring because there was only 3 lights. So it didn't really make
A ring.
the full ring. But anyway. Well, some people would say the 3 rings of death. Well, it wasn't even one. But anyway, that's it. But yeah, 54% of all consoles. My console did it. Sean, did yours?
Twice.
Well, there you go. So that's how high it is. It probably feels like it. But
Yeah, sent it back, and then it come back, and then it did it again, and I sent it back. But it never cost me anything to get it fixed because it was a no problem, which was good.
yeah, well, that's it. See, my console was out of warranty. The 12-month warranty was up when mine RROID'd, and they still warranted it. I think they added 2 years for Red Ring issues. So everyone had 3 years of warranty on it. I think that's what it was anyway. And it happened once to my console, the original white one that I had, and when I got it back, I was so scared that it was going to happen again, I quickly sold it. Figured, that can be somebody else's problem. But yeah, so that was really bad. But I think they handled it really well, even though they probably did lose a lot of money on that. Next one, number 3, an Xbox One controller takes about 3 to 5 million presses per button before it wears out.
Fucking hell.
Mm. I actually went and took my Xbox One controller back the other day and got it swapped over.
Oh, really? What happened to it?
Yeah, I had an issue with the left thumbstick.
Yeah.
It'd center itself back to the middle, but then it'd slowly drop.
Physically drop or just would...
On the screen.
Oh, on the screen, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just took it back
Yeah,
and
mine
switched
does
it
that.
over, and I just had
Yeah.
on an issue. So, yeah, now it's good.
Nice. But yeah, look, they use like a mechanical thing to press the buttons, and they press them about 5 times a second, which leads to about your 4 or 5 million. No, I see. I've entered it in wrong. I've typed in my notes wrong, so it threw me off. So yeah, it's about between 3 and 5 million presses when they do the testing. Obviously, you don't get the ones that were tested because they'd be fucked. You get a brand new one. They're just testing some like a bat.
That's not a bad life though.
That's pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
that is heaps. And
Especially if everyone kind of raptures your bloody favourite game.
well, that's it. That'll last for a lifetime.
Yeah,
Alright.
you get about half an hour worth of gameplay on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's it. It'll break in a day. All right, up to number 4. The original Xbox was pitched to Sony. Did you know that, Red?
Hey, nah, not at all.
Well, we almost had a Microsoft PlayStation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you know how Nintendo and Sony almost had their thing with the disc drive?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I think Bill Gates, basically the idea behind this is Bill Gates has seen the PlayStation and weed a little bit because he was scared, thinking, well, this thing's pretty good. So Bill Gates was actually in talks with the Sony CEO, oh God, Nobuyuki IDE?
Son.
All right, so the Sony CEO, Suzuki Ikea, only for, that's not even Japanese, for the latter, to use the thingy, to amalgamate them, to make a Sony thingy with them. Aren't I doing well here?
A Sony box.
A Sony box. There you go. But they knocked them back and said, eat a dick, your console sucks, we're going to do our own thing. So
Weren't they right?
They've done a very good job there. They got their ass kicked, though. You got to admit. The 360 smashed the PS3. I say this all the time. I don't care who you are. I will hold fire to that.
Yeah.
But they've finally come good because obviously the tables have turned. Gates reportedly took this quite personally, having his offer knocked back, and he saw the PS2 as a major threat to PC gaming and the future of the medium. He invested heavily in Xbox as a retaliatory strike, and as I said, he did quite well with the 360. Good job. All right, moving on to number 5. Sean, this will be familiar to you because I think we discussed this very, very early on the Aussie Gamers podcast before it was expressed. The Xbox was originally called the Direct Xbox, and Sean, you'll know why.
That was DirectX. Was going to be the operating system.
Yeah, because that's what the system ran on. That was the 3D rendering tech that was used inside the Xbox was DirectX, as it is on PCs still today.
Yes.
However, before it was called the Xbox, it also was named quite a few different things when they were coming up with, when they sit in their big room with their long ass maple tables with all their lattes sitting on there, all in their business suits, all sitting there brainstorming these ideas. They come up with some of these. There was the Mind, so the Microsoft Mind, MIND, which stood for Microsoft Interactive Network Device. Do you like that one?
Nice. Yes, I do actually.
Oh, you do? The Microsoft Mind?
Yeah.
Not terrible.
I like the acronym.
Yeah, that's cool. Next one was the Microsoft E2, which stood for Extreme Experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's crap. The Microsoft Face, Full Action Center. What about the E?
Exactly.
Full Action Center
For entertainment.
for entertainment. Yeah, that'll do. Then there was the Microsoft O2, which was the Optimal Ozone Optical Odyssey.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crap. The Microsoft MTG, Microsoft Total Gaming, that sucks. And the Microsoft AIO, or the IO, which is all in one. Oh, hello.
Xbox One.
They saved that one for the current console. Or the all-in-one console. There you go. So,
And then they whittled it down to the Xbox, the shit box, the fart box, and the tissue box.
you just come up with that shit off the cuff. That's brilliant. All right, the next one, number 6, I got here. The design of the Xbox One controller cost $100 million to develop.
And it looks the same as the fucking 360, man.
It does not.
Really?
100 million.
you'd have to think that's a lot of internal sort of shit.
I think it's a lot of wasted money probably on prototypes and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
well, when you think about it,
getting the
configuration's
ergonomics
all the
right.
same.
Yeah, scrap designs and doing this, or maybe not wasted. Wasted is probably the wrong idea, but they're doing that trial and error thing, trying all these different types, because they don't just work it out onto a piece of paper and go, yeah, that's it, and build it. They build hundreds of designs. They put it in their hand, they use it, they critique it. They probably get people to come in like beta testers to try them out as well. So they probably have to change the circuitry to fit into the different controllers to get it, because they need them to work, the prototypes.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have to be ergonomically right so that an adult can hold it and a child can hold it.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. I think they got it wrong with the RB and LB buttons. I don't like them. I don't like how they're molded into the triggers. Do you know what I mean? Like with the old Xbox,
Weeksy was saying something about that.
That was separate.
the 360 ones had a clear separate thing, and you can just feel a little bit better where your fingers are. And it's very easy for your fingers to slip off the back of them because it's smooth and curved. Whereas, yeah, I would have preferred if it was a bit more defined, but that's probably the only thing I don't like about it. Sean, this one, number 7, is just for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you stacked 485 billion Xbox 360s on top of each other, it would reach the sun.
Awesome.
And if you got 742 people to play them each for 4 minutes, you'd get the same amount of play time as it'd take to fucking get there.
What a stupid fact. But anyway, here's the last one. I think this one's pretty interesting too. Number 8, Sonic nearly fronted the original Xbox.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea about this. This is really interesting stuff. But Microsoft almost acquired Sonic after Sega fell apart in 2001. But the deal fell flat because Bill Gates didn't have faith that Sonic still had what it would take to compete with Sony at the time.
Oh,
Good call.
I think it was a good call because...
Well, they wanted to Crash Bandicoot, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right. But I think Halo ended up being their flagship, but
Yeah.
I don't think they really had anything to compete with what they had over at Sony, did they?
They don't. No, Sony already had a generation head start. So
Yeah, that's true. But Microsoft almost owned Sonic. That's really cool. Who owns it now? Does Sega still owns the rights
Sega still owns it, yeah.
to it, but just doesn't have a platform.
No. Yeah, only Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah, but I thought that was quite interesting. Not so frequently asked. I never heard anyone ask me that. Did Sonic ever almost front the Xbox?
Yeah, well, because I suppose when you're thinking Xbox, you're thinking the same era as Ratchet and Clank, also, aren't you?
Yeah, there you go.
Jack.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't think Sonic. I feel sorry for Sonic. He hasn't had a good run.
Oh,
Sonic-
well, he's limited by a sprint, a roll, and a jump.
Yeah, but I mean, Generations was good.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that one?
Yeah, on an
That's
Xbox.
That's the best one they've had since the originals.
And they had Shadow, didn't they, or something?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was good.
Anyway,
When they did like the 3D ones,
Dimensions.
that just, I don't think that worked. Same as, well, Mario did it all right with their, like Super
3D
Marios and that, but yeah, no, I don't think that Sonic,
it doesn't
it
translate.
didn't-
Well, it hasn't
no,
yet
it
anyway.
I didn't translate. Yeah.
That's it. All right, well, that's it for Not So Frequently Asked Questions. So I think now it's time for Red to give us a bit of a shout.
Yeah. In honour of the new PlayStation.
Oh, hello.
But for this week's shout, we had some nice contributions. I'm sorry if I forget anyone, but Ross Mark, Tyler Schofield hooked us up with some Black Ops 3 beta keys.
Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate that, and so do the people that scored them.
Yeah,
Good on you.
and me being them, because I still don't have my email with my beta keys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really, yeah. Because I pinched the one off Sean that he got from Ross, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I got the 3.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah,
You gave code to enter in, and then they sent you the 3 codes.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nathan Deegan took a moment out of his time and to share some knowledge with Weeksy when he was having some distress with his with his PC last week, and hit the nail right on the head, and it helped put Weeksy at a bit of ease because he was a bit upset at the time, obviously being a new rig and everything. But yeah, good on you, mate. Got on there, spread a bit of your own knowledge, and helped out a lot, and we do appreciate it. And last but not least, Aidan Stewart and Ashley Farrow, just for basically being vocal on the page this week and have a bit of a chat and a bit of banter with Snoogans and myself and whatnot. So yeah, thanks for being part of it.
Good on you guys. Thank you very much. Congratulations for being on the Shout segment. Love your work. That's it.
That must be it.
That must be it. Thank fuck Sean's back. Take it away.
Well, now that we're at the end of this week's show, please take the time to like us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/AussieGamers2012, or search us up in the little search bar at the top. Twitter, if that's your thing, at AussieGamers12 is the people to follow, where you'll get all of our updates from Facebook and a couple of extra little things. If you like watching gaming and raging sessions, head on over to Aussie Gamers TV at twitch.tv. iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio is the best apps to use to listen to this podcast and directly download it to the device of your choice. iPods, iPhones, iPads, Samsung things, Android stuff. Go there, get the apps, and download it. Search Aussie Gamers Express on those. iTunes, TuneIn Radio, and Stitcher. YouTube, search Aussie Gamers Express. You'll find all of our videos and all that stuff. Just for this week, you will all get free access to it. Free access to our YouTube channel. Head over there, search Aussie Games Express on YouTube. www.aussiegamesexpress.com is where you'll find all our latest news, reviews and thought pieces, all that kind of stuff. Head on over there, have a read through them all. Comments, we've got new ones up this week. So we've got Submerged, we've got Gauntlet, we've got Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. What else have we got up there this week?
I don't know.
Anything else that you know of?
I think so. There's everything.
A digital versus physical perspective from Snoogans, I think we've touched on before, and just the Black Ops 3 beta details, which are almost redundant.
Yes, we'll be out there. Yes, and if you want to send us an email, PO Box 130, Cranbrook, New South Wales 2749 is the place to send all your stuff to.
Do you know what PO Box stands for?
Post office.
Isn't that fantastic? Because that's where the box is.
Sure.
Pass the Dutchy bunny left hand side.
Yeah, you're on fucking fire.
I'm fucking tired.
It's next to the 7-Eleven with the giant chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, I'm good. Alright everyone, don't forget we've got the Turtle Beach Elite 800s being given away on the Aussie Gamers Express Facebook page, so head across there and make sure your entry's in before August 31, 2015, or you'll miss out for sure. You've got to be in it to win it. No, I'm not talking about what you think that is, Red.
Right.
And next month, a whole bunch of free games to give out in September.
Awesome.
That's
Sounds
it.
fantastic. I've been Thorncliffe.
No, you haven't.
I've been Sean.
Isn't that what happens
I'm not a sheep.
after a sheep is...
It's been Sean.
Yeah. That's the past tense of shearing a sheep.
Isn't that what aren't you what happens when your coffee gets cold?
That's lukewarm.
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 And...
Don't push the red button, mate.
That's what colour his face is going to go when he meets Luke One up here in October.
I've met him already, you dickhead.
Yeah,
It's when I meet you.
we've met and touched doodles already.
Oh, that's what's going to happen again. He'll be biting the pillow and turning red.
Hey, Red,
You mean?
when you and Nico come into Sydney,
Mm.
let's all gang up and bash Sean.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
Cool.
you two stand back and watch. Let me go. I only got to sit on him. I can sit on him and
Oh,
incapacitate
we're
him.
going to punch him with big bags of love.
Yeah, I
Fucking
can't
hell.
wait. That's not far
You'd
away,
have to be
mate.
able to catch me first, Red. I've only got to take 5 steps and I'll be right.
That's right. I'll hold a beer and I'll go, fuck the Roosters. You'll be back.
Hey, Red,
Fuck the Roosters. I was going to say fuck the Roosters
Oh,
as
the
well.
Rabbitohs even.
Oh, yeah.
Sean might be able to run faster to us if he wasn't crook every 2 days.
Ah,
He'll be stuck in bed.
That's exactly where I want him.
He's got the immune system of a person without an immune system.
Hey.
I didn't want to say it.
Sean, I think you've got AIDS. That's an acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
Autoimmune deficiency syndrome.
When did I get the acquired from?
Because you acquired it from
Which time they
AMC.
spent.
I thought it was acquired because it was something you had to acquire. It wasn't just something you got, like had.
Oh, I developed my AIDS.
Is that right? Am I wrong again?
Yes.
You
No,
guys
you're
are...
just
I'm going to have to sack you blokes. Hang on. Hang on.
Smartest person on the podcast.
What does AIDS stand for?
Are we talking about AIDS still?
Oh, now where's the... I need the acronym thing. I don't want to know what it is. I know what it is.
Autoimmune deficiency syndrome.
Well, that's what you say.
Yeah, wait a second.
Yeah, acquired immune
Wait.
deficiency syndrome. I'm on the website now.
What, Wikipedia?
No, it's San Francisco AIDS Foundation.
Uh,
I'm serious.
Yeah.
You guys are fired again. That's it. Next week it's
it.
going to be Nico and Weeksy.
Well, you have fun with that.
All right, you got one more chance.
You thought this week's numbers were bad.
You've got one more chance for a lot of you. All right, I've been Luke 1.
I'll be Thorcliffe.
And I've been Red.